I have to figure out a way to make that so it doesn't stop like sudden. It's still a work in progress. Hi, everyone. How is everyone doing?
Happy Monday. Happy May. It's my birthday month.
It's my dad's birthday month, too, and I think it's funny. You guys are very, very, very close. He's the 10th. And then I have a couple other relatives with it. My cousin is the 13th.
I'm the 17th. My sister is the 29th. My dad is the 31st. My sister that lives upstairs anniversary is the 10th, and my brother's anniversary is the 29th.
Really busy May month.
Yes. June is also busy because I've got my daughter, I've got a niece, my parents' anniversaries in June. So May and June for us are like super busy in our family every year. Every year.
Wow. That happens to us in the summertime. Does. Oh, the 15th. Awesome. May babies are awesome. Because I think it's a good time of the year to be born. My dad was actually born on Mother's Day. And this year he turned 75.
Oh, his poor mom happened to go through.
Yeah, my poor grandmother. He wasn't easy.
Hi, Rebecca. Hello, booted chick.
How is, and Buddha Chick, I got your email. I totally have to get back to you. I've been really lax on my emails. I have 3 emails I have to answer. If you're still out there, and you are, I see that, we will set something up. That's awesome sauce. She's cool. If you haven't checked out the Buddha Chick, she has these really, all I can say is, hey, Michelle. She has these awesome Rice Krispie treats that are stuffed with gooey yumminess. And everybody.
I'm going to check and see if I'm subscribed to her. I thought I was, but.
Hello, cool gamer.
I'm just gonna check.
And for anybody who is out there and hasn't said hello or talked it, that's fine. We don't mind lurkers. We're glad you come and join. But we do have the 5-minute rule in effect here on my channel where you have to be subbed for 5 minutes before you can chat. That is to protect everybody, Claudia and I, as well as you guys. Hello, Linda's Island. Linda's Island,
hello,
right?
Cool gamer. Linda's Island.
Linda's Island.
Hi,
Linda,
Sue.
I want an island. I want an island. And Sue.
Linda's Islands has been in a lot of our sales lately, I've noticed. Hi, Sherry. Hi, Margaret. Hi, Carol. Everyone came in at once. Notification must have gone out.
Yeah. Hello. How is everybody this Monday morning? Is Monday treating you good? Because I'll tell you what, it's rainy here and it just makes me want to sleep.
Very gray here. I don't believe it's rain, but very, very gray and
it's supposed to be like that. I do too.
I had great sunshine for yard sailing on Friday and Saturday.
I have to watch that video. I have to watch it. I didn't get a chance to watch it yet because I was doing all my videos, catching up on doing mine. So now I gotta watch it. Oh, see,
I was so excited.
Hey, Jen.
Hi, Jen. Hi, Kim. Hi, other Michelle. Hi, Pamela. Hi, Sherry. Hi, Sherry. If I didn't say hi.
There you go. It's rainy. It's Monday. Enough said. I feel you. I feel you. Oh my God. I will gladly give you the rain, Buddha Chick. Hello, everybody out there. I'm so glad you're joining us. It's barware today. And we really should have scheduled this. Cass, how are you not blue? I'm making you blue, Cass.
Hi, Bridget.
There we go. Bridget! Oh, it's barware. And let me just tell you, we should have made this like a 5 o'clock show, like a happy hour show. Because you can't talk about barware without talking about cocktails and cocktail culture and what cocktail culture is and was. Because it's definitely shifted over the time. And I'm telling you, I could have spent hours last night just looking through all of that. And if anybody is in the New York City area, they do, believe it or not, have a museum dedicated to cocktails and culture and cocktail culture.
Oh, I didn't know that. I love that.
And they have different events, which is cool.
I was looking up, I was like, because, I follow Scott, Old Curiosity Shop, who has all the Art Deco barware. Yes. And I'm like, wait a second. Wasn't there a prohibition where you weren't allowed to have alcohol? So Prohibition was from 1920 to
Yep.
1933, which is where people got really creative. Obviously, you know, we humans, we're going to do what we want no matter what. But
Yep.
they needed to still sell stuff, so they sold it as figural. And then you get all these fancy shaped bottles and all kinds of cool stuff, even though alcohol wasn't supposed to be produced or consumed during
Unless
those
you got a
years.
doctor's note,
Mhm.
because you needed out. No doctor today gonna write you a note saying you need to go get you some alcohol. Just
No, as long as
saying.
it's not to drink.
Yes.
But
And
also a lot of advertising was for mocktails,
yes,
where, you know, so I
people
thought that
died.
was interesting to learn.
People died and went blind during that time period too, because they were using whatever they could to make their bathtub gin, and it was hard, the paint thinner and stripper and weird stuff. Ooh. Oh, really? Patrick had some prescriptions like that, and that is something that
I
was
remember
really
that sale. He had a couple sales with those.
And I know certain cultures were allowed to have like table wine, like with their dinner, and I don't know. It was a really weird time, and all because a woman wielded a hatchet. That's just all because a woman wielded it. Yay, Carrie Nation. Oh goodness. So it was some interesting stuff that I did find. Actually, you brought up Prohibition. Oh, I got tickled. Sorry. And at the first real tiki drink was actually made in 1933, right after Prohibition was lifted.
Really?
Yep. And it was called, let me see if I get this right, Rum, RHUM, because we had to be different. Rum Rhapsody. It was the first tiki drink, and it was served at Don the Beachcombers bar in Southern California. And because of that, everything went boom, and you had to have theatrical cocktails, and that was so bartenders got creative in making stuff. I mean, just think of Casablanca when they're having their champagne cocktails. You know, that was in the 40s. Everything got wild, and then really got wild in the 50s.
Yeah,
everything
the 50s, because you had a whole
50s.
cocktail hour. You had the bar cart. You had the snacks. Everything would match.
The 50s was a different story, but we've had alcohol around since 10,000 years ago. It was one of the first things that was
Noah
made.
got drunk in the Bible. There has always been alcohol. We are human.
Hey, yeah, that's right. Jesus turned water into wine. Just saying, alcohol was a big deal then. And ever since it was a big deal, it's always been a big deal as to what to do with it and what kind of vessel to put it in. So here's something I'm going to give you a little bit of gross history. In medieval times, you would drink beer morning, noon, and night. That even children drank beer. They called it a small beer. It was much more watered down because the water was unsafe to drink. Hey, storage bandits, how you guys doing? So then they started getting imports from the Middle East, things like sugar and spices. Well, sugar took off like a bandit, especially in England. Oh my Lord. And they started sweetening and spicing up their ales to do something different. And women would actually blacken their teeth. Can you imagine that today? Today we do the opposite. We go and get the little trays to whiten our teeth. They would blacken their teeth so that they looked like they were rich enough to afford sugar. I don't think I know. It was a thing. Their teeth were horrible from the sugar. They had great teeth until sugar came around, and then all their teeth fell out and they were miserable. Hey, Kathy, how are you doing? So that's the ancient history. And then the next big revolution was the 1800s when ice became available and people got to have ice.
Michelle.
Why is so funny?
I remember reading about how ice revolutionized drinks, because
It
up
made a
until
big deal.
then, the drinks were warm. You did not have ice.
Can you imagine warm beer? I know they drink warm beer in England. I'm sorry, we're American. We like
I don't like beer anyway, but
beer.
Ugh.
Really, John? When Humphrey Bogart was filming African Queen, he was the only one who didn't get sick because all he would drink was scotch and not the water. You're safer drinking because it's the fermentation. You're safer in foreign countries drinking their liquor than you are touching their water. Just don't give me whiskey straight. Don't put anything in. No ice. That's okay. Then in 67, this I did not know. In 67, what was cool that happened then was artificial carbonation. So drinks went in a whole different direction after artificial carbonation. But the biggest time period for cocktail culture was the 50s and the 60s. Yep. Post World War II, that was the really big era where chic, stylish, mid-century modern designers were coming up with all sorts of different glasses. And you did have a spread. It was cocktails and
even furniture went along with that. Furniture changed for the cocktail hour.
Yes, it did. Before, it would have before dinner drinks, you would have after dinner drinks, and the amount of glasses, guys. I don't know if you've seen, and this is just a small list, all right? There was cocktail glasses, which we know as martini glasses. There are highball glasses, Collins glasses, old-fashioned glasses, red wine, white wine, port. Then you have your American, Imperial, and English pints. Then you have your Pilsner glass. Then you have, we all know the shot glass, right? You have a shot glass and a dimpled Krug, which is a little weird beer mug that looks like somebody.
That's a new one to me.
I guess it's just with how they call it. Hey, Barbie, how you doing? And hey, Chris. Now, some of the really big glass, and there were a bunch of mid-century modern glass makers who made glass specifically, but I'm just going to give you a few. Anchor Hocking. Now, Anchor Hocking, the only reason why I'm going to mention them is because they created a revolutionary machine that went, instead of doing 1 glass a minute, they were able to do 30 a minute. So that allowed them to produce so much more, survive the Depression, and they used to sell tumblers 2 for a nickel. Can you believe 2 for a nickel? I would love that deal right now. So they were a really big deal and helped influence so much. Then you had Bartlett and Collins. What happens when you put an oilman Bartlett with a glass guy Collins? You get Bartlett Collins and you get some interesting glasses. They were 1914 in Oklahoma, and they did not hallmark their glasses. So sometimes some of the mid-century glasses are actually barware. It's hard to identify because a lot of guys didn't hallmark it. And I have it said today that it's not hallmarked, and I can't tell you who made it. I mean, I could guess, but I could be wrong. Then we had Blendo, also didn't hallmark their glasses, but everyone can spot Blendo from across the room without a problem.
I love my Blendo.
I do too. It's so cool. I still haven't found the right set that I want. Then you had Dorothy Thorpe, who was probably one of the best well-known out there. She was an LA mid-century modern designer who used to buy blanks, mainly crystal, from Europe and USA, and then she would sandblast her designs on them. But she's actually really well known for her silver overlay that she had done, which has been copied and repeated many, many times because people love that so much. So she was very popular then. George Briard, also really, really popular.
Still really popular.
Yep. And you can spot George Briard from across the room too if you pay attention.
I have been in a Goodwill and seen Briard across the store and went running.
Hey, Jersey, what's up? It's very easy. He has repetitive geometric patterns. He did nature scenes. He always signed his work, and his signature changes. That's kind of how you could date it. Then you had Libby, you had Russell Wright, you had Starlight.
Libby made some fantastic glasses back then, and they're still making. I mean, you go into any American kitchen, there are going to be Libby glasses in the kitchen if they have glassware.
Libby made a killing. And Napier, can you believe that the people who made jewelry actually got in the glass making business and were making some of this stuff themselves, which is wild. With West Virginia Glass Company and Federal Glass, and this is just to name a few. The list is very, very, very big. So those are some
Lennox made that Lennox, and I didn't even know it until I came across one. I'm like, what is this? It's Lennox.
Yep. You'd be amazed. And some of them, you're never going to know who made them. You're never going to know who made them because they're a smaller thing. They're one-offs, but cocktail culture is a thing, and it really took off again after Mad Men. Like, most people weren't all that interested in it, and the reason why we say the heyday was the 50s and the 60s was because bars were not the hot spot then. You didn't go to a bar. Drinking took place at home. The cocktail hour. The bars were really more of a earlier 1900s kind of thing,
and not a place where respectable people were seen.
No,
But then didn't cocktail hour lead into cocktail lounges?
Yes, in like the 70s.
In the 70s, which then led into bars and clubs and
being cool.
In the 70s, you had your nightclubs and so
the Studio 54. would have loved to have gone there just once, just to be a little fly on the wall. Like, I don't want to participate. I just wanted to see the craziness that went on. I would have loved that. So that's pretty much cocktail. And with cocktail, it wasn't just the glasses. There were all sorts of things that went with that. There were bar carts. There were accessories, little umbrellas, stirrers, shakers, napkins,
cheese
plates.
trays, your nut dishes.
Yeah, it goes into a whole different. In Vegas? I got to get to Vegas. It's one of the only It is the only gambling city I haven't been to. I've been to Reno, been to AC, Lake Tahoe. Haven't been to, and now where I live, it's legal to gamble here. There's a resort right around the. Oh, Kaz, your mom went to Studio 54. Oh, I bet she was so cool. Oh, I just love that stuff. And on the night, talk about this on the night the Met Gala takes place. It was just all the beautiful people would show up and dress crazily. So what do you guys say we get down and do a little sale? I'm gonna let Claudia go first, and she'll introduce herself and tell you her rules. Just so you know, the channel rules are in the description box below, as is all of Claudia's links. So please make sure you go and subscribe to her. She's very close to 500 people, really close.
I'm so close.
You are so close.
So good morning, good afternoon, depending on where you're at. It's May. It is my birthday month. I love May. I love May. The weather warms up. Garage sale season is here. Like, it's all the good things.
Yes.
So expect to see a lot of emerald in all of my sales, because emerald, that color of green, is the first stone of May. And so I like that color, and that'll pop up in my sales. I have regular sales on Wednesday morning at 10 Eastern and Thursday evenings at 6 p.m. Eastern. And next Wednesday morning, not this week, but next Wednesday, is my birthday party tea party. And we will not have a sale. We are just going to hang out in fancy hats and drink tea and play some trivia.
Pinkies up.
What? Yeah,
pinkies up.
So if you want to hang out with us next Wednesday morning and play some trivia, that's what we'll be doing. No sale then, and all the other times I'm having sales, I will always invoice you within 7 days of the sale you purchased from, but generally I invoice on the weekends and go to the post office on Mondays. If you have paid by Monday, please pay within 48 hours. I need your info if you are new to me. My middle name is C-A-Y-E. I ship from Ohio. Shipping is not included. Is there anything else?
That you pretty much summed up everything. And if anybody has any questions, like I said, the rules are in the chat, and Claudia's rules and my rules are almost identical. They really, really are. She asked that you pay within 48 hours. I'm a wee bit more lenient with that because I invoice on Wednesdays and I don't ship out till the weekend. So you get a little bit more time. But yep,
and
rules.
If you can't pay within 48 hours, just communicate.
Yes.
This is my business, so I can run it however I want. So if you have something going on and you need to pay next week and I have the room to store the box, that's not a problem. But if I don't have the room to store the box, I'll let you know. But yeah, so the wonderful thing about running our own businesses is that we can bend the rules if you communicate.
Thanks for doing that, Carol.
Thank you, Carol. And if you came in and I didn't get to say hi,
no, just in case. No, Chris. That's right. Thank you, Chris. Chris is keeping us on track. We don't do just in case, but if you see something, Claudia and I do a lot of straight prices. But if you see something and you're really afraid you're not going to get it, shout offer, and
we'll make it an offer up.
We'll make it an offer up. Yeah.
Are we doing one item each or two?
We can do one. Let's do one today. Let's mix it up.
All right, so because we were discussing barware, I brought shot glasses. These are the Jeanette shot glasses. So 2 of them have the gold pretty well worn off. 2 do not, which makes me wonder if they frequently just had 2 people drinking and didn't rotate the cups. But the pattern is in super good. A lot of times these got scrubbed off, or in later days, people put them into dishwashers. The pattern on these, really nice. So they were hand washed, but the gold wears off when you drink out of them. So I have all 4 just dinky little shot glasses. That's exactly what they are. And they are going to be $8 number 1. And fun fact, the very first thing I ever sold was this pattern, but in the lavender, to John and Nikki.
To
That's the first thing I ever sold.
I have them too. I was going to say that too after you were done. I was like, oh, we have a weird trivia fact about that. And I still have them, and they're fantastic. I like the feel of them. The
do,
pattern.
yeah.
Yeah.
And they have a nice heavy bottom, so they're balanced well in your hand. Yeah.
Yeah, and they're like anti-slip, and because I'm clumsy, I'll knock stuff over, which is totally why I went out and bought lead-free hand-blown Italian crystal wine glasses, so that if you breathe on them, they break. And I've already broken a few, but I drink out of them still, but I'm clumsy. So my first thing is not barware material, but it might be something you would find on the bar, but you would definitely find it on the table. And I picked these up in honor of Claudia because I know she likes them and collects them. So I have a lot of 4 salt cellars to show you. I was lucky enough to finally find them because all my good places are finally opening up again. So here's one. It's got like a wavy pattern going on down here. And then at the bottom, it's like
I love salt cellars.
I think they're fantastic.
My collection is huge. I don't even know how many I have. It's a lot.
And none of these are doubles. None of these are doubles. You're going to get different ones every time. And we've got this one that has a little bit more texture, but then right here, it just has finely smoothed ribs. It's kind of hard to show because they are like, look, these are tiny.
That'll look APG. Did you check them to see if any of them fluoresce slightly?
Oh, you know what? I forgot to do that part. This one
It's going to be hard to tell because it has to be really dark.
Really dark.
It's not uranium.
Yeah. Although I will say this one does go manganese on me.
That's APG.
This one goes manganese. And this one I knew it was. It's going to be hard to show it, but the rest of them don't. This one does. Is because we talked about how it felt dry. So I was trying to get John to touch it. He's like, how is glass dry? That doesn't make any sense.
It feels dry and sharp.
Yeah. This one, I love this little guy. It's got the pineapple pattern on it, but it's the shape that I thought was very interesting.
I don't have one of those yet. That's cool.
It's a neat one. I do think it's probably a newer one, and it does, the prisms that show up in this little rainbows are awesome. So I love this guy. And then the last one is a little oval one, and this one is very smooth. This one's actually fun. Very smooth little guy there. Now, what I think these would be great for in today's world, because we don't use salt cellars, right? Is if you're cooking and you know how when you watch the fancy guys and they're on the morning shows or they're on their little chefy shows and they've got all the little bowls lined up of all their little seasonings, guys, do that yourself. Put them in here. Put your basil, put your salt, put your pepper, and then what you put into your cooking is what you're going to get out of it. So if you feel fancy doing it, it's going to be fancy at the end. That's all I'm saying. So I've got 4 of them. So you've got the 2 interesting shaped ones there. And then the 2 round ones, one which is APG glass. This one is, and it does glow. I'll see if I can get you guys to see it. You're going to see a light pinky shade. It's the manganese. You still can't see it. It is hard to show this on camera, but you do get a purpley glow from it. So all 4 salt cellars are going to be $12, number 89. You're horrible, John. $12 for 89.
John, you need to feel more glass. You have not felt enough glass yet.
It's just like, I don't get it. It's not. What are you talking about? And I brought him over the other one to feel. He's like, it feels like glass.
That's funny. All right. So I found another fairy lamp when I was garage sailing this last weekend. So the Cubist fairy lamp, one of my favorites. This one's not marked Home Co. So I don't know, but it's nice and heavy. It looks beautiful, and put a real candle in it. The light refracts through. It is just gorgeous. So it is this size. And maybe everybody already has one, so maybe you don't need one. But
they make really good vases too. They make really good vases.
It's 5 inches. I'm just not going to pass up a fairy lamp, especially when it is one that is so beautiful. These are so beautiful. So it is, because I got a great deal at a garage sale, only $12. $12, number 5. And I do believe one of the points has a little chip on the inside. You can't see it from the outside.
Oh,
no, I don't even see it at all. But
that's a good idea. They're great jewelry boxes. I didn't think of that one. That's a good idea with them too.
$12, number 5. Yeah,
that is my favorite.
My mom's got one of these because they're just stunning.
Snow globy. And it does really light everything up. It does.
It's got a pleasing shape.
Yeah.
Throws the light around. That was my next item.
Okay, so next up I have something a little unusual. This also could very easily have been sitting on a bar in a mid-century house back in the 50s or the 60s and probably would have had nuts in it. Now, usually, I'll just find this. This is Westmoreland glass. It is the grape panel. It is a smaller dish. This doesn't have a really stunning ring of fire. It is a chunkier piece. Here's the Westmoreland glass mark. I'm going to try to get that to show you. It's right there. But it came with a milk glass ladle. I've never found a milk glass ladle.
I haven't either.
This is why I picked it up. And this has a ring of fire. So I actually think these pieces were married. Somebody went, this I'm going to keep, and I'm going to put it in this. And then if you want your little nuts, you can scoop them out, or sauce or something.
Because that ladle, those were popular in the Depression
era.
Yeah.
And this has a ring of fire all around it, which is great, which is how I know this piece is older than this piece and that they don't go together, but they came together. So I'm going to sell them together. These actually are very hard to find. So if you find, pro tip, guys, if you find glass ladles of any shape or style, pick them up because they sell. So if you're interested in my little bowl and milk glass ladle, and like I said, the bowl is Westmoreland, the ladle is not marked, it'll be $13 for the set, number 93. $13, number 93.
That is a great price just for the ladle.
Just for the ladle,
yeah.
Because those go for, I've seen them anywhere, and it depends, once again, it depends on color, from $20 to $30, if not more. And the maker, I have, okay, let's see. I see Margaret first. Do you see Margaret first?
Yep, I see Margaret first.
Margaret first. Thank you, Margaret. Thanks, Rita. I have a Tiffin one that has handed down to the family, and we were able to replace its clear ladle, which we lost in the move, and luckily found the exact one that nobody knew what it was. So if you find those glass ladles, guys, pick them up.
And if you find a uranium one, shoot me an email.
Sell it to Claudia.
Because I don't have a uranium one yet. All right, my next item. I know I've shown them before, but we were showing barware, so I brought them back. I have 4 of these, and they have that beautiful emerald green on the bottom of these. So these are little, so they can be used as wine tasting. If you have some friends over and you want to do some wine tasting, these are perfect for that. They, the shape is like a brandy snifter, except they're tiny. And you could do shots, be super fancy, have a super fancy shot glass, or little aperitifs. They're just adorable. I love the green. They are.
And there's some fun, funky liqueurs that are out there now that are fun to drink in those.
They're 3 3/4 inches. And you don't have to drink to have barware, because not only do you have the mocktails, but then there are fancy herbal concoctions now that are like healthy for you, but they taste good. You look like you're enjoying a drink. So even if you don't drink, you should still have beautiful things. You should drink other things besides alcohol out of. So for all 4 of them, I'll show them to you one more time. I just love those. They are $10, number 15. $10, number 15.
Immunity shots. Yes, absolutely, Leanne. I love the way her mind works.
I drink the when I feel like I'm coming down with someone, I drink that emergency C out of a fancy glass.
I like to drink yes, apple cider vinegar. Nice. I like that, Rita. That's awesome. Anything. I used to pour my kombucha into a fancy glass just because,
Yep.
you deserve it. You deserve that little bit of fanciness.
And
Really
I don't
do.
care what anybody says. I think things when you drink them out of glass taste better. That's just
They
my
do. They do. She had brandy snifters. I have a glass that is the shape of a brandy snifter, but it is not a brandy snifter, even though technically it's a brandy snifter glass. I have a set of 2 of these. This is a wharf rat glass. This is from Victoria Station. Victoria Station actually started, if I remember right, in San Francisco. They had one in Salem, Mass. These glasses, like I said, I got 2 of them. See? 1, 2, are from Salem, Massachusetts, and it is no longer in operation. They have since closed down. So if you saw my preview, I kind of explained the wharf rats. They're these vile little creatures that run around Pickering Wharf. They're actually quite gross and scary. So they decided, let's name a drink after them. The recipe is on the back, and I am going to tell you this is a yummy recipe. It does taste like liquid Pez, and it's got lots of liquor in it. And a few of these will really mess you up. Ask John. He's the one who drank all of them so that we earned these. I just kind of stuck with my beer. So I do have a set of 2, and like I said, they are no longer open. They have closed down. These are from the early 2000s, so we're on that vintage cuspy there, in the sense they're not around anymore. They do hold a fair amount of a liquid, and they are in really good shape with the exception of the spottiness from me cleaning them and not wiping them down really great. So if you're interested in these 2, and these are just fun. There's so many different things you can do with your barware too. You don't have to just drink out of it. You can put stuff in it. I need to drink more. We all do.
Leanne is cracking me up.
I am of the mind that I think everyone just needs to drink more. If you're interested in the 2 wharf rat glasses, they'll be $10, number 85. $10, number 85 on those, and that's mine.
And I agree, Leanne, that coming across a set of 4 of any kind of stemware is practically impossible. You see 3 all the time, or you see individual ones.
Yeah.
Okay. My next thing, I could not find anything about this. So it's red. It looks like it's got, gold in.
Oh, that is so pretty.
So I don't know anything about this. I don't know if this is just like a fancy plate to set your plant on so it doesn't leak onto the floor. Like, I could not find anything where plates had silver on the back.
Hey, Nancy, you know what? That's fabulous for the Christmas season too. Think Christmas, people. It's red and silver. It's gorgeous.
Yeah, I don't know. It is so strange because this is gold.
Oh, okay.
And this is silver. And
it's red.
I have no idea. And it's got this pattern on it.
Beautiful.
But it does, the glass has a flaw. Where'd it go? Right here. It's not it was a manufacturing flaw. So there's a dip in the glass right there. And then there was a little spot on the front somewhere.
You're on fire this morning, sweetie. Fancy community plate? A communion plate?
So I thought I'd bring it, see if anybody was interested in just a fancy plate. It's 7 inches. But if you've got the boho style or any red at all in a room, stick your plant on there. Don't let the water damage your furniture when you've got something this pretty to put it on. $6, number 7.
Ooh, very good
$6, number 7. And maybe it's something worth way more. I don't know. I'm making a little bit of a profit off of it if you get it. And I could not find anything about it at all. Nothing. So $6, number 7. And maybe it was sold last year at Christmas time at TJ Maxx. I don't know. But it was
good point, Bridget. Good point. Great red for Memorial Day, 4th of July. Very true. Hey, Angela. I think it'd look great with some candles on it and some crystals to kind of radiate and get out, get your root chakra going. Really pretty.
Yep. Very pretty. That's my item. Okay.
Hello, it's back to me. Okay. So here are the glasses I was talking about that I looked and looked and looked and looked. Oh, Kaz wants to know if it's flat.
I would say absolutely. The red was applied underneath the silver, and then the silver was put back on it. So I am betting this is clear glass with red and gold applied, and then somehow this silver put on the back.
Oh, so then it wouldn't really come off if it was on the back then.
Right.
So
it's not going to come off unless you do something that makes the silver come off. I don't know.
Off.
It's just weird. I've just never seen anything like it. So
I love it.
But I think that this is clear glass with red applied to the back and then the silver put over the red.
Okay. We hope that answered the question, Kaz. Okay, so I have a set of 3 of these. Once again, if you saw my preview, I actually technically have a set of 7. These have been in John's family since before he was born. He actually remembers these being used when they had game night. They used to have poker nights on Sunday nights.
Those are fun.
Do not know who made them. I have looked and looked and looked, and it has been very hard. So they've got their cocktail glasses. So they're roosters here. And then as you turn the glass, we've got a Native American there and another rooster. And then, for some reason, we threw in a horse on a carousel and another rooster. I don't know why. But the coloring on them is fabulous. These have never seen the inside of a dishwasher ever, 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 because the family didn't have one. So they're in fabulous condition. And, one always breaks. So there was, I guess, one time a set of 8. There's now a set of 7, so I'm selling 3, keeping 4, for a little family history. But they're awesome. These are highball glasses. And they're similar to Fred Press's style of glasses. He did a lot of stuff with roosters. They are kind of similar to that. I do not see, and I'm doing another double check because, every once in a while you're like, oh, there's a name. There's not a name. So they're very neat. Black, gold, and red.
I love the color combination on those.
They're fun glasses. They're just really fun glasses. I don't know. Maybe your Chinese astrology side. Maybe you're the year of the rooster too. I don't know. So all 3 glasses. So it's kind of I wouldn't put them in the dishwasher.
Beth, don't put anything in the dishwasher.
I wouldn't put them in the dishwasher. That would make me a little nervous because I have a feeling that this would most of the stuff that's mid-century, this stuff will wear off with a dishwasher. So you're really getting a price for 2, and I'm giving you 3. So for the whole set of 3, it'll be $12, number 99. $12, number 99 on the set of 3 rooster highball, very mid-century modern cocktail glasses. Let me put these back so I don't knock them over. Oh, Beth, I got you, Beth. And they're going to a very lovely home. Thank you. That makes me happy. It'll make John happy too.
Beth, if you start putting vintage things in the dishwasher, I'm going to come over to your house and unplug your dishwasher.
Oh, no!
Okay, my next is a set of booby glasses. I have 4. They are
I totally thought you said something else.
Boopy.
Boopy.
It's a bee.
Sorry.
These are this size. They are 4.5 inches tall. All 4 of them are in beautiful condition. They have the grape pattern etched onto them. These were manufactured in the 50s through the 70s. So I can't give you a more specific date than that, but they've got this really pretty bubble on the bottom and then the etched grapevine around. Super pretty, super fancy. And now I've lost the price. Oh, there's the price. For all 4, it's only $8, number 3.
Yeah, not dishwasher safe either.
Number 3.
I like the boopy pattern. I do. I have the candlesticks like that.
They're so fun.
Yeah. Don't do it, Beth. I love that you put a lisp in there, Delbert. Don't do it, Beth.
That was my next item.
Okay. That's funny. I like
Beth
that.
is messing with us. She does not put vintage in the dishwasher.
No. And hey, Tammy, I don't think I said hello to them. Have Jeff wash them. Yes, we'll have Jeff wash them. But only if he wears his ball cap with the little hook on it, the little fishing hook on it. Only if he does that. So I think this is my second to last kind of bar piece. This is, you can't have barware without a cocktail shaker. So I brought a vintage Libby cocktail shaker. This one is fabulous. So it's got daiquiri, Manhattans, whiskey sours, it has all your measurements there, your margarita, your Alexander, and your martini, and your Tom Collins. And it gives you the instructions on how to make them, how much to put in, and then the very handy dandy measuring guide on the side. So it is what you expect out of a glass. You could drink out of this too. There's no reason why you can't. It is nice and weighty. The Libby L, it's like a Laverne L. There it is right there. Libby L is like a Laverne L. You all know Laverne and Shirley, right? So if you're interested in the Libby cocktail shaker glass with all the nice old school recipes and some of the stuff they drank back then, I don't even know how they did it. Like when you watch like Mad Men and you hear what they're ordering, I'm like, I've tried that. And I turned into a dragon because my chest was on fire. I'm a very simple girl. I'm a very simple girl. No, it's not a whole drinking show, but that would be fun to just do cocktail culture show. But that requires, quite a bit of keeping an eye out for a while to find the really good stuff because it comes up sparingly. People hold on to this stuff because they know it's cool, So the Libby glass will be $12, number 68 for the cocktail shaker. $12, number 68. How you doing, Norma Jean? Nice to see you this morning. She always makes me think of Marilyn Monroe.
My next item is Pyrex. I do not come across Pyrex very often. This is the little one, the 401, the 1.5 quart. It is in really good used condition. This has not seen the inside of a dishwasher. Now, I don't know what that little spot there is, but I did not mess around with Pyrex.
No. It's the primary set, too. It's one of the earlier sets they made, and it was because it was very popular.
Yeah.
I love it.
So, if you are missing this one, I was able last year to completely get the broken pieces for my mom's Cinderella set in the Spring Blossom because she'd had 2 bowls. One bowl broke when I was much younger, and one bowl broke in like the last, 5 years or something. But I was able to find, and she now has a complete set again of the Spring Blossom. But these were the mixing bowls. These were not the Cinderella bowls. So if you need the yellow 1.5 quart, it's $12, number 9. $12, number 9 for the Pyrex 1.5 quart. That's the 401.
Ooh, look at you in Alaska. Wow, you so you know what? It's actually technically warmer in Alaska than it is in New York State right now. I'm just saying. I saw that this morning. That's not good. It's not nice. I love the yellow in that Pyrex. I wish they had done like a whole set. Like in the primary set, it was yellow, blue, and red. I wish they had just done one in like each color. I think that would be.
Oh, yeah, that would be fun.
Oh, here you go. You got Kelly for number 9.
Awesome. Thank you, Kelly.
And hello, Kelly. How are you doing? Okay. Now, I know that a lot of you aren't gaga over plants the way I am. I'm sorry you're going to have to listen to me talk about them because I love my plants. I love to play in the dirt. I love my house plants. I love my outdoor plants. Love, 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 love. So I already have one of these in milk glass, but this is a clear one. It does have a hallmark. For the life of me, I can't make it out. I even have a new little loop and I can't make it out. So it is clear glass. It is made in Taiwan. I checked this morning. It doesn't work. I was hoping it worked. It doesn't work. But these are really amazing displayed out among your plants, including your fake plants, because it makes them look real, like you've actually watered them. But these would be fun too to put in colored water if you like, because it's a clear glass. You can have some fun with some colored water in there as well. And they're just really nice little pieces. I really, really like them. I mean, the plunger still works. I just couldn't get any water to mist out. And I could be doing it wrong, but I don't know. See, thank you, Kaz. Thank you, Kaz. I love you right back. I love that you love
I love
house.
the idea of putting it with your fake plants.
Put it with your fake plants. And I'm trying to do that. Yeah, there's no air. I was like, you could, clean up your computer with the air. Do like a fancy air. It doesn't work. Put it with your fake plants. It'll work. So if you're interested in the very vintage mister, so this will probably been from like the 70s, and they're very expensive now if you get a new one. Ooh, it'll be $10, number 82. $10, number 82 for the vintage mister. Okay, tricky Nikki. I am tricky. Make people think you can keep beautiful plants alive.
All right. My next item, green again. Because why? It's my birthday month.
I love that one. I love that one.
So this is made in Italy. And I know that it's showing the company right there, that little VE, I'm sure. I could not find, I found others of these for sale. They were just listed as made in Italy. So I could not find anything else about this.
I wonder if the VE stands for like Venetian or something. I'll have to look in my weird little Italian section I found.
Yeah, I don't know, but it is super pretty. And you could use it as a vase, but I think you could also use it as a candle holder for a vote over a small pillar. I think that would fit right there too. So it is 6 inches tall. It's just so pretty. Of course, I love any glass made in Italy.
Yeah. I love the shape.
Yeah.
I really love the
great
shape
to it too.
And that would be fun to decorate year round, but at Christmas time especially, you get one of those really tall vintage, what are they called? They're ornaments. But you know the ones I mean that are like the spike,
Oh,
they go to, like, and put that on top. Ooh.
Yep. So super, super pretty. $12, number 17. I know people think of green at Christmas, but I think green is such a summer color.
It is.
Of course, green is the color that ties every room together in my whole apartment. Yep. There is not a room I don't have that doesn't have green.
Green's my favorite color. There's a reason for it. It's there year round for you.
It's my mom's favorite color. And it's just soothing. It's just a very... Yeah. So $12, number 17. That's my item.
Okay. All right. Next up, I have something else that you probably would have found on a bar for a couple of different reasons. I have a piece of smoked glass. I love color. Yeah. This is I've seen it coins, but this is a horseshoe. You can see it looks like horseshoes intertwined right there.
I thought it was coin when you first held it up.
Yeah, it looks like coin. It could be coin, and I just think to me, it just reminds me more of horseshoes, and that's just me. But it's probably, I think it is coin Fostoria, but I don't know, it just makes me think of lucky stuff. But it is Fostoria. It does have, so it is coin, but it has the divider here. It is what it would have been called a relish dish, but this, could you see? Keep your nuts separated, people, one on one side, one on the other, right? Keep them separated. Little bar snacks. I love the color of this, though. I love the smoke. It is a true smoky quartz color. 7 inches the long ways, 3 inches this way. So if you're interested in the Fostoria coin, which I still think looks more like horseshoes, then it'll be $10, number 98. $10, number 98 on the Fostoria piece. And those small ones,
that.
I love the color. I know. Got to keep them separated. That's right, Angela. Very important.
All right. We've talked about clear glass a lot, but this one is unusual in that it looks like a shell.
Hey, Sabrina.
It's got this very Art Deco handle. It's got 3 little feet here on the bottom. And it is a nice size candy bowl.
Yeah.
So not a tiny one. It's definitely not a trinket dish. This is a candy dish, a lidded candy dish. And my research suggests that it is Heisey and the color was Crystal Light.
Heisey glass is awesome. I love Heisey glass.
Yeah. So
Hi,
I
Mama
can't say for sure. You know, I can never say for sure unless it's marked, but Heisey did one of these. So I don't know if it's a repro later on or if this is the original Heisey. It had, I'm thinking it had a chip somewhere.
And guys, Heisey stopped production in 1958. So this is awesome.
Well, I'm pretty sure it has a small chip somewhere. I noted it. Now I can't find it.
It's always underneath the lids too, because you know, grandkids get caught sneaking candy. And Heisey clear glass is super clear. Oh, it's so clear.
Yeah, it's just
and you can
beautiful.
see it.
So there's the lid again. Yeah, look how clear.
Yeah, it's super clear.
There's the bottom.
Oh.
But I always find those small chips when I wash them, and I washed it last week, so now I can't find it again. But I did make a note that it had a small chip. So because it has a small chip, even though it is Heisey, it is only going to be $10, number 13. $10, number 13. It is gorgeous. It's one of those pieces I want to keep, but I can't keep it all.
Hey, Chicago lady, how you doing? I know, I would want to keep that piece because everything my mom had in her house in the 80s was shell everything.
Oh, was it?
Everything was shell in the bathroom, all over the place. Okay, I promised glowy glass. I have glowy glass. So Claudia might have to sit on her hands, and Sabrina, you came in at the right time because I know you both like your glowy glass. So here we go. It's a very unique shape, and it glows beauteous. Very pretty. So now we'll look at it, that it doesn't glow, but it glows. It is a very different shape. It's almost like a little baby pedestal down here. I have no idea what it is. I have no idea who made it. It is asymmetrical, which is kind of neat. It has a little bit of bunkiness there to it. And the way it's folded in, it's got the little ripples there.
Great.
It's just a very different piece. It is totally unmarked on the bottom. No idea whatsoever. And to Google this, I looked it up and just, no idea. Oh, you got Kelly for 13 there. There we go.
Thank you, Kelly.
So this guy measures across. He's 4 1/4, not 4 inches even. 4 inches, and then a little bit off on the other side because, like I said, it is very asymmetrical right there. What's 14? Did you have a 14? And then there's a 15. Everyone's just bidding on it. Okay. I guess, are you all bidding on this? Because if you're all bidding on it, then yay! You just all just started popping in numbers on me. I'm not sure what's going on. Oh, yes, it does glow.
So, Kelly, can you confirm that you wanted the shell candy dish?
Yeah, that's a good idea. It glows. It glows. Even with the light on, guys, it glows. So I was gonna do this as a flat price for 12. So I see there are some offers up in there. That is awesome. That is fine. We'll take them, but we're gonna pause and make sure that that's what Kelly wants it. That Kelly wants it that. Ooh la la. So we're pausing.
Yeah, I'm watching the chat to see if Kelly confirms she wanted the candy dish.
And then we'll get back to this.
Okay. Yes.
Okay. Mine was for the shell dish.
So
okay.
Angela, and I do you want to keep your bid in a 14, Angela, and Sabrina a 15?
We'll start again, guys. We're gonna start again. We'll start again. And starting at 12. There we go. So now we can bid away, people. We'll start at 12. So it's 4 inches, but it's wonky 4 inches because it is asymmetrical. Do I even start putting it against Sabrina? Do what you will. I'll start back at 12.
So Angela's back at 12.
Now that's just what I was gonna ask. That's where we're
Sabrina threw in a 15. She's serious about it.
15. Sabrina likes her glowy.
I love how Angela and Sabrina and I are always fighting over the glowy glass. Oh no, that's lucky. There now.
I got lucky this weekend. I found a lot of glowy glass and I kept 2 pieces. So I had to sell at least one of the 2 pieces that I found because people don't know what it is sometimes.
Yeah.
Okay, Angela's out. I got Sabrina at 18. Hey, Krista. Yes, that's what the whole point is. Sit and listen to us while you're eating your lunch. It's just a really interesting piece. That's all I had to say. So I see Sabrina at 18, Kaz, I see you at 16, but I'm going to start slowly counting it down. Let me get ready to do that. Okay. So if you're interested, we do need to go 18 or higher. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop. Ooh, that came in at 20. Nice. Nice. Sabrina at 22. Stop. Okay, I think I see Sabrina at 22.
I see Sabrina at 22.
Okay,
Yep.
thank you very much, everybody. I appreciate it. I'm going to move Claudia over there. Oh, let me get rid
And
of
you
that.
should not tell Sabrina that you got new glowy glass because, we're both in Ohio. We'll just drive right up there.
I know, I did. I got a swung vase and a stretch vase that are glowy glass, and I flipped my gourd. Really did.
I got a new piece of glowy glass for my collection. And if you haven't seen my haul video that went up yesterday from the garage sales, you should go watch it because it's very Art Deco. Okay. I have a swan. And I know it seems insane that I'm getting rid of a swan, but I mean, how many swan dishes can I have? Like, I have like 15, I think.
No.
So clear glass swan. That's the other thing I'm going to be doing this month is selling
He's
things.
with you.
I'm telling you, we're coming for you. I'm going to be selling things that are some of my favorite things. So
Nice.
We all know I love glass swans. I collect them. I have them in every room. So this one, clear glass swan dish. I couldn't find a maker on it. A lot of different companies made them. It is 7.5 inches long and it stands almost 4 inches tall. So it's in pretty good shape. I don't see any chips or cracks. I didn't note any when I washed it. So this is what it looks like. Nice swoopy neck.
It does.
That's one of my criteria. I like a nice swoopy neck on my swans. Although I do have a few that have shorter necks because I fell in love with them for a different reason. But this one has a nice swoopy neck.
But
number 19.
Now I want this.
Number 19.
Now I want this. I think that would be fabulous with some fancy, fancy white dip, some kind of white dip in it to make the swan look white. Oh. On your charcuterie boards. I love saying that word.
How fun would that be?
It would be really, really fun.
Okay, it's not for sale anymore. I'm keeping it. No, I'm kidding.
No, it's not a duck. It's a swan. You're silly.
It's a goose.
It's a goose. You silly goose. Okay, my next piece is a mini pitcher, but not like the mini pitchers I had last week. This one is actually usable, whether to plant in or to use for your fancy little personal mimosas. So this is the pineapple cut by, let me make sure I'm saying this right, Hazel Atlas, because I wrote down abbreviations and I could easily reverse them. So
hi, Penny Sue.
Hi, guys. I love the handle. It's like a sawtooth handle right here, which I think is great, or alligator skin. But the pineapple pattern is really fun. And then it's just got the ribbing up the top. So this is, like I said, a smaller pitcher. This guy is 5 inches. So 5 inches. Great for juice on the table or your orange juice. I do fresh squeezed orange juice every morning in my smoothie. So these are great for that. I just think they're fun. I like the little pictures. I really do. And I know it's clear glass. And I know people have issues with it. But there are people out there who are saying clear glass is totally going to come back. Dragon neck. Oh, yes.
And now that it's summer, just have water in there with little lemon slices, cucumber slices, lime slices. It's just so refreshing.
Yep. I went to
take it out on the porch and just sit there and
that we ate outside, and that's what they did. They brought us these fancy little pitchers with the mint and a cucumber in the top, and I was like, I feel so special. I'm going to do that at home from now on. So if you're interested in my Hazel Atlas pitcher with the pineapple pattern, it'll be $10, number 94. $10, number 94 on that one. And I'm going to bring Miss Claudia back over.
All right, my last item is my other piece of Pyrex. And I checked with my mom. I already got her one of these. So it is the same size as the yellow. But it is
That's my pattern.
Spring Blossoms, Crazy Daisy, whatever you want to call it. This one is not in as good of shape. So you can see this one was used quite frequently. I don't believe it ever saw the inside of a dishwasher, but it does have the damage around here from being hit up against things when you were mixing and being washed. And so this is excuse the red ink that I got all over my hand earlier. So this is the same size as the yellow. This is the 1.5 quart mixing bowl. It is the little one. And because it's got the little bit of wear around the top, it's only $8, number 11. My mom says she didn't need 2 of them. So $8, number 11.
See, I have them in the Cinderella bowls. And I think
Yeah,
I have one in
the Cinderella bowls. And then she has, I've been picking her up the mixing bowls as I see them, but I got her this one last year.
You've got Carrie Ann for number 11.
Awesome,
Hey, Carrie Ann.
Thank you, thank you.
Nice. Okay, my last item is something a little different. I got very excited when I saw them. I got purple glass salt and pepper shakers by Hazel Atlas. So they're going to come across a little bit on the brownish side. They're purple. I promise they're purple. My light is
that the Moroccan amethyst?
Huh?
Is that the Moroccan amethyst pattern?
It might be. I found these just the other day and I did not do my due diligence research. I just knew it's Hazel Atlas because it was marked. But it might be.
I think it's the Moroccan amethyst.
Oh, I loved that color. So the screw tops come off very nicely. And thank you for letting me know that, because it probably is. I just looked at it. They do have a little bit of corrosion up there, a little bit of the patina, because the tops to me are reading a little bit on the brass side, but they might not be.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, it might be some kind of metal alloy, but they are reading a little brass, but they are, yeah, Bridget, they're purple. For some reason this weekend when I was out and about, I was channeling different people's like ideas. I'm like, oh, I know somebody who would pick that up and love that. And here we go, Bridget's purple. So they're both in great shape. The toppers are in really good shape. They do have the H over A down here on the bottom for the, like, so the set of Hazel Atlas, purple, Moroccan amethyst, which is, Claudia's probably right. That's exactly what they are. They'll be $12 for the set number 87. $12, number 87 for my set of glass salt and pepper shakers.
Those are great.
They're fun. I think they're really fun. Okay, guys.
What a surprise.
I know. It's not often. When I find purple, I pick purple up because you don't find purple that often.
No,
do you want to run through a few things from the beginning, Claudia?
Sure.
People missed it.
Just in case you weren't here, I'll go over the first few things. So I had the Jeanette shot glasses in the Hellenic pattern. Those were the...
Oh, I hear a kitty.
In the blue. Yeah, he's like, all right, Mom, sale's over. Come on, it's been an hour. $8, number 1 for all 4 of those.
That's you're funny. I don't like to do a lot of offer ups.
Cubist fairy lamp. Yeah, I don't either.
Yeah.
Although I am going to do a sale with Heather, and we're going to do all $10 offer ups next month.
Which Heather? Because there are 2 Heathers. Antiques Agenda or Vintage Vestments. I'm sorry, that's a hard one to say. They're both
Antique Agenda, I think. I just met her.
Okay.
She was on with Peggy on Saturday.
Oh, nice.
And she's so much fun. $12, number 5, Cubist Fairy Lamp. We know them. We love them. They throw the best light.
Oh, Bridget, I'll keep an eye out for more purple for you, and I will DM you when I find it.
The 4 snifters with the green bases, just little. Those were $10, number 15. And then last I had this pretty plate that I know nothing about. I'm pretty sure it's clear, then painted red and gold, and then had this applied to the bottom, so it's not going to come off. And that was $6, number 7. That's my recap.
Okay, awesome sauce. All right, so I'm going to try to hold it. I need Roy's little thing. If you all missed the sale yesterday that Claudia and I did with Roy and Jen, he had this really cool little thing. I'm just going to ignore the fact that the man showed up in a wig and played Jen for about 5 seconds. It was hysterical.
Which was so funny.
I'm trying to be fancy. So I have a set of 4 salt cellars. This one is definitely my fave. I love that one. 4 salt cellars. This one here is Early American pressed glass, and it does, you have Cas for number 7. It does fluoresce in the pink with the manganese. So all 4 salt cellars are $12, number 89, instant collection. Hey, Helen, no need to apologize to us ever. $12, number 89 for the set of 4 salt cellar collection there. Let's see.
Thank you, Kaz.
Wharf rack, set of 2 wharf rack glasses from Salem, Massachusetts, not in operation anymore. Brandy snifter size. And they also have the recipe on the back. These were $10 for the set, number 85.
And Helen, I'm furious you showed up late. I'm furious.
Oh, are you? Oh my goodness. The Libby cocktail shaker that has all of the recipes from the mid-century that would have been very popular. So this is $12, number 68. $12, number 68 for the cocktail shaker. I had the vintage plant mister. Made in Taiwan, clear glass. It does have a hallmark that I cannot read on the bottom. It looks almost like a bow and arrow to a certain extent, but it's not a bow and arrow, so that's not right. $10, number 82 on that one. And the last thing I'll show you is my smoke glass. My Fostoria smoke glass. I love this color. It is smoky quartz in color. 82. Gotcha on that one. Thank you. So there we go. My Fostoria coin. It is. I love it. $10, number 89.
I want to put nuts on one side and mints on the other side.
So keep your peanut butter and chocolate separated. Do you remember that Reese's peanut butter commercial when we were kids? You've got your chocolate and my peanut butter.
I do remember that.
Okay. So thank you guys for all showing up and hanging out with us on your lunch break. That's awesome. What you got coming up?
Appreciate it.
I know you got tons of stuff coming up, so you might as well mention it again now that we've got a captive audience.
So Wednesday morning, my regular sale at 10 a.m. Just me flying solo this week. Thursday night, Nikki again, and her husband, and hopefully Skunky Junk. I may have screwed that up and not gotten back to him, so I'm waiting on an email back from Skunky Junk. So hopefully all 4 of us, wood, stone, and metal sale. That's going to be awesome.
It is.
And then next week, Glass with Class on my channel, we'll be discussing glass versus crystal, right?
Yep. Glass versus crystal.
So next week's topic, glass versus crystal. And then there is a birthday celebration, no sale, but a birthday celebration on my channel Wednesday next week. So I hang out with my besties and we're going to play trivia.
Yep.
That's what I got coming up.
Nice. Well, I have tomorrow fill a box. See me tomorrow because tomorrow is a clearance sale over on Janine's channel. I'll be over there. We're going to have a very active guest. Sue Spezio is going to show up to kind of co-host with us. I'm just going to sit back and laugh the whole time. That's That's all I'm going to do. So I'm going to be starting everything at $5, and that'll be the only time I do like auctions. I'll probably just start everything at $5 and let it go from there. So a bit of a spring clearance sale. And then I'm on with Claudia, like she said, on Thursday. And then next Sunday on Mother's Day, we're having a Mother's Day sale. I did not spell Mother's Day wrong. A Mother's Day sale is kind of an inside joke with Devin, Social Blasphemy, and Helen, New England Thrifter, because we're going to have a mom on, because both Jen and I have lost our moms over the years. I don't have my mom. Jen doesn't have her mom. So we're celebrating with Helen, the mom, the ultimate mom, Miss Helen Bouvet.
That's
So
going
we'll
to
be
be
hanging out
so
with
much fun.
Yes. It'll be so much fun. It'll be a kick in the pants because you never know what Devin's going to do. I mean, I'm going to have a box of tissue sitting next to me this week because I'm going to be laughing too hard between Devin and Sue Spezio. And could you imagine the two of them together doing a show together? Nobody would be breathing at the end of that show. We'd all be in stitches by the end of the show. And I'm hoping Babs
I was in tears yesterday. If you guys missed it, you've got to go back and watch the beginning of Nikki and Jen's sale. Roy, that he had the perfect comedic timing. I laughed until I cried.
Yep.
That was fantastic.
Yep. He was very beautiful. Roy was very beautiful. We'll say that. Roy was very beautiful. So thank you. Please, if you're watching on the rewind and you see something that didn't sell, just shoot us both an email. We'll gladly sell it to you for the price that we're asking for here. And please, I appreciate everyone giving me the thumbs up. Make sure you go and subscribe to Claudia. Her link is in the box below. And follow us both on Instagram because you get different stuff. We put different stuff on Instagram than we do here. So
Lots
everybody
more pictures of my cats on Instagram.
Yes. I love the pictures of your cat. I love the picture of them cuddling and like holding each other. They were so
know. They're so sweet.
I know. So, well, that's it for today, guys. We did very good trying to keep it very close to an hour. We will see you next week on Claudia's channel. Bye.